Hey rappers, what's good? In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about the 3 reasons that you're not growing a fan base. Hey, what's up? It's Hitplay of Hitplaybeats.com, and my goal is to help provide rappers with the knowledge they're going to need in order to turn their dreams into their careers. So if you're a serious rapper, make sure you go ahead and you hit that subscribe button down below, and you click the notification bell to get notified every time I release a new video. Also, I'm always looking for new artists to work with, so I'm giving away 3 free beats, and the link for those will be in the description below. Alright, so the first reason that you're not able to grow a fan base is because you probably don't have an image or a brand that people are likely to remember. Something that you really need to understand is the fact that there's literally millions of rappers out there trying to do exactly what you're trying to do. Build a fan base, get shows, tour, sell merch, and do all of that. The difference between the ones that are doing it successfully and the ones that aren't come down to the fact that they have an image or a brand or something about them that people can easily recognize and relate back to their music. So most of the time, this comes down to having a specific look or something about you or something that you wear all the time that people can relate back to you and your music. Something that immediately comes to mind is anybody with like face tattoos, or like Lil Yachty had red beads in his hair for a long time. That was like his image. That was something that people can relate back to him, and they can say, hey, have you heard that like so-and-so song? It's like, oh no, who's that? It's the guy that has like, he's got beads in his hair. He's got like red beads in his hair or something like that, right? Another thing that I know of is that Curtis King made a reference to this where he was talking about one of the guys that he knows from LA always wore a red beanie. Because he always wore that red beanie out, everybody associated that with him and his music. Something else that comes to mind is also an interview that Ugly God did where he's talking about the fact that he always wears the same clothes every single day because he is a character. It's also part of his image and his brand. So one way to fix this is to create your own image and your own look that people can associate with your music. So one other thing I want to mention too about your image and your brand as an artist is it's not just limited to how you dress and how you look. It's also the look and the imagery of the content that you post on your social media and where you attract fans to. Basically, a simple example of what I'm trying to say is that if you're trying to shoot a music video, if you're shooting a music video with your phone or somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, even if they have an expensive camera, like the quality of that versus somebody who knows what they're doing, like a professional looking music video, is gonna be way different. You wanna make sure that you have the best quality images and the best quality that you can possible for all of your social media posts and everything that has to do with your brand as an artist. So the second reason that you're not able to grow a fan base is because you're not getting your music in front of enough of the right people on a consistent basis. So something that I always see is the fact that a lot of artists are always putting in a lot of work into their singles or into their music or into a project, but then they spend no time, no energy, and no effort to actually try to promote their work. Right? And I'm not talking about like just posting on social media. Like if you're just posting about your song on social media, that doesn't count as promotion because again, only 2% of your audience is most likely going to see that depending on the social media platform. So that's not going to really help you. And so I know when I say promotion, a lot of guys think that like I am promoting my music. I post about it on social media and I'm putting it in Facebook groups. I'm doing all this other stuff, but that's not really, you're not getting it in front of the right people. So you can promote it to 1 million people, but if they have no interest in listening to hip hop music or interest in listening to your music, then you're not going to be able to grow a fan base because you're not getting in front of people that have a desire to A, find new music, and B, are looking for new music in the first place. So an easy way to make sure that you're getting your music in front of the right people, there's actually 2 different ways that I'm going to talk about. So the first way is the free way. So what does your music sound like? Do you make music that sounds like the Migos or Travis Scott or Future or Drake or whoever, right? And who do people say that your music sounds like? Once you know that, you can then go to either like the Migos Instagram or Travis Scott's Instagram or their Facebook pages or anywhere where their fans are congregating at, like basically anywhere where you can tell that that's their fan base, that's where they're going, that's where they're at. You can go to those places, you can start DMing those people and start conversations, and you can start building fans that way because you need to make them a fan of you first before you even get them over to your music. So that's the free way. The paid way to do this is a lot easier and a lot simpler. So all you would need to do is make sure that you have either a good music video or a good lyric video. If you don't have a lyric video, you can go down. I'll have a link to Fiverr. If you just click that link and type in lyric video, you can find a bunch that you can get done for anywhere between 10 to 50 bucks. Right? Something that you can use to put on your YouTube and then promote. You could also use that on Instagram to promote your song that way. But once you either have your lyric video or your music video, you can go through and use paid ads. So whether you're on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, You can upload it to whichever one you want to promote on, and then basically just go through and target, like, so say you're making music that sounds like the Migos, you can literally target their fans and show your music to them, and they're gonna have a higher chance of liking your music. And so the third reason that you may not be growing a fan base is because you're just not putting out enough music on a consistent basis. You need to understand that people will forget about you if you don't consistently put out music, or if you're not consistently active on social media and talking about the things that you're doing, whether you're like working in the studio, whether you're working on this next project. You need to make sure that people are involved and people are up to date, and that you're actually consistently putting out new music. So 2 ways you can fix this, because there's 2 different types of people out there, right? So the first guys I'm talking to are gonna be the guys that are working on a mixtape, right? So if you're working on a mixtape right now and you're not putting out singles while you're working on it, then you need to start putting out music like at least once a month or once every 2 months to keep people involved and keep people's attention. And so the other guys that I want to talk to are the guys that are only putting out like 1 song every 3 to 4 months, 5 months, maybe even 6 months, maybe even 1 song a year, right? If you're not putting out any music at all, period, then you're not going to be able to have anything to promote to people to gain an audience from. So the easiest solution for that group of people is just going to be making more music and putting out more music on a consistent basis. All right, so that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure you go ahead and you hit that like button down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, ideas for future videos, go ahead and drop that in the comment sections down below as well. Don't forget about those 3 free beats that are in the description below. And until next time, guys, here are some more videos.